We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Day. He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. He got 29 yards that time.
First down, Seattle.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. First carry here for Kenneth Walker to third. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see.
He's got him in. Complete. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for James Conner. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
They'll fake it to Conner. Now Murray. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush from this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there, because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
On play action, it's Murray. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. The Cardinals had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
He's into space past the 25. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now Murray throwing on second down. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Walker with another carry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 1st and 10, Day. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On first down, Day. This one goes underneath to Walker, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They had gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Seahawks 14, Cardinals 7.
Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Murray a give. This is Connor. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that.
And got his man complete. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. Rondell Moore, 36 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this, to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
22 yards there, a 1st down. Back to throw. Day. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now an option play on second down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
23 yards on the play.
First down, Seattle.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Day. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Here's Walker. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Day. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Murray. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws it.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14.
Cardinals 14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Meanwhile, Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Screen pass to Connor. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. He's going to look deep for Moore. That's caught at the 25. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Come on. That's one.
On first and 10, here's Murray. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
He hits his target, Lockett. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this one is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Cardinals 14.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Dancing to his left. He'll dump this one off to Connor. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
They'll take over 1st down and goal to go at the 5-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Back to throw. Day. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Murray. This is taken in by McBride. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Cardinals.
Now they'll audible to something else.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing to start the drive. Day flushed out right. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Operating from the gun, Day. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Day. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to throw again. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
The kick is good.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, though, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or two.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Off play action. Day. It's caught. Lockett. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there. A 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Seahawks.
Back to throw. Day. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run again with Walker. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 120 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the gun, it's Walker. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Murray now on 1st down. There he goes, right side. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback who's scrambling around actually takes off and runs downfield. And that's exactly what he did.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Connor. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, 42 yards. And the Seahawks are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
21. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it first and goal at the 8-yard line. The defense gets them the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Following the fumble recovery. Day looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 178 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Walker once more, and this time he's in. Touchdown, Seattle.
And you can bet when they were in that huddle, there was definitely some urgency because I'm sure they were saying to each other, we got to push this one in right now so we don't have to run this on 4th down, and there'll be extra bodies in the hole. That's excellent work there at the point of attack. All it takes is one little crease as he fights his way into the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but taking it right down Broadway. A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Murray's throw taken in by Pascal. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Murray now on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing again, Murray. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Ertz. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Cardinals are able to at least get one score back. Prater on to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
63, Cardinals 28.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Day. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Again, Walker. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
4 yards on the pickup.
To throw, it's Murray.
At the 45-yard line.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Murray now. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Seahawks, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.